morning, good morning. It is Sunday, October 13th, 2019. I'd like to say happy birthday to those who have birthdays in October. And today in our tank is the long-awaited Livestock Day. So let's go take a look at a clip of our unboxing of our livestock. We are stable and our livestock has arrived. Finally. After all this time of mucking around with this little nano aquarium, we finally have livestock. Measuring cup, there's about 50 milliliters of current tank water. Today the water was going to be water change day anyway. So 50 milliliters of current tank water, to which I will add, after water change, I will add probably, I don't know, maybe 30 to 50 milliliters of our distilled and tap water mix. We'll see how much water is actually in here, in their bag. So a massive amount of fluffy, looks like cotton, feels like cotton, fiberglass, or I mean, batting, insulating batting, which is, thank you very much to my supplier. I'll keep that because it does not feel like fiberglass. And the bag is a little chilly just by the feel of it, but that's okay. We have some filter floss. Can I get them in? You know, this lighting is problematic. I can see the little guys swimming around in there, but you can't see them, so let me see if I can fix that for you. Yep, they're in there. Now, I ordered 10, and yes, these are shrimp. There's one of them. Okay, good deal. Oh, that's great. I don't know why I thought I ordered 10. Because that would be too much. It would just be too much for our little desktop here. But for those of you who can't stand it anymore and can see, and this is double bagged, by the way, double bagged, so the outside feeling a little cool is not really a concern. For those of you who, sharp eyes, who have noticed that these little friends have no color or little color, and are wondering, you know, I'll cut to the chase. I did not order cherries or tigers or pumpkins, you know, for the season. Didn't order any of those. Because this is our first livestock, not so other than our friends the snails, who are doing well. This is our first livestock order, and I did not want, well, okay, we got a leaker here, and I don't want to tip these guys too much anymore. It's not a leaker, it's, you know, it's a breathing. There's a deliberate leak in the bag to provide gas exchange. I did not want to spend large money or go on a road trip to get livestock until this tank was stable and cycled. So without further ado, and making sure I'm still in camera, sink or swim, boyos. And I'm just gonna, there's a couple of them in there, I'm gonna let them float out. Now it's gonna take a while for them to acclimate, and it looks like they had at least a cup of water. Is everybody out? Yes. I can't remember who taught me the trick years ago of dump the bag fast, but it works. So here we are, our little friends. I'm going to zoom you in, and I'm going to pluck out that filter floss which was there just for them to give them something to hang on to. That's how generally how shippers, good shippers, pack their swimming livestock. So hopefully there's no, hidden baby types in there. But just to be sure, I'm dumping that filter floss into some, other water. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 live. There are no dead shrimps. And they look to be curious and wondering what's going on. So we're going to do a slow drip acclimation before they go into the tank. And I'm going to set that up. Oh gosh, you guys really can't see them. Let me zoom you in. Let me tip you down. Vertigo people, put your seat belts on, because I have a little bit of adjusting to do here. At any rate, we're going to do a slow drip because these type of shrimp come from the United States, but they come from a different water parameter generally, and we do not have the same kind of water they came from. So they need to adjust. But these are, as I started alluding to, these are American shrimp. Native American shrimp. They are what's called glass, grass, or ghost shrimp. And I will give you the Latin name. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about those light reflections. They are a pain. I'm going to have to fix that. I will give you their Latin name on screen. And so to finish my thought, why did I choose them? Because if I were to go to a local fish store or a big box pet place, they would be proverbially a dime a dozen. They're not anymore. They're about $1 a piece. Last time I checked online, but they are native shrimp. And I chose them because I have a lot of experience raising them in a hard water environment. They will adapt. You might get die-off. The first generation might not last too long, but if you're fortunate enough to have one of them drop their shrimplets, then the successive generations will adapt. Again, this is very hard water, but we've managed to knock it down into the shrimp range for the Cardina species. This is not, or the Neocardina species. This is not Neocardina. So again, a little bit more information on their species when we return to the desk. Okay, so our livestock is in, and sadly for you guys, they are small and difficult to see. These are juveniles for the most part, from what I can tell. And here's one of them right here. Sorry I can't get a better focus, but this camera has difficulty with the focus in moving water. You might notice that some of the video, if you look real close, is very pixelated, and it's because the water is constantly moving, which means the light is constantly moving, and it is what it is. But we have 6, when I can find them, we have 6 American grass, glass, or ghost shrimp. And oh, our little guy just went out of frame. Okay, bye-bye. So let's pull back a little bit. you can see our mystery snails. Here's one of them here, and the other one is actually on camera for a change, right there. The trumpet snails are also pretty difficult to see because they are dark-bodied. These are black trumpet snails. Not what I originally would have preferred to receive, but again, it is what it is. It's what the supplier sent me. I wasn't given a choice, and I'm contemplating adding some of the lighter sort of cream and brown spiral shaped trumpet snails, but not right now. Right now we just added these glass shrimp, and I see another one right up here. We just added them, and so I don't want to introduce any, sorry about that, I don't want to introduce any more livestock at this time. I want to give everybody a chance to kind of get their bearings and find their place in the little nano aquarium. With regard to the trumpet snails, the ones that are there they have produced a second generation. Pond snails are getting harder and harder to find, but when I find them, they are eliminated from the crew in here. And so right now we've got the two large snails and 6 grass shrimp, glass or grass or ghost. We've got 6 of them. They're even hard for me to find sometimes, but I see one just landed on the filter, or well, not the filter, but the sponge. And so there's 2 of them side by side, and I'll try and tilt you up just a little bit. There they are, right there. I know you can only see one well, but there's actually 2. Let me see if I can tilt you up, and then you'll be able to see. Yep, 2. One has his tail sticking up real high, and the other one sort of nose down. Those are 2 separate shrimp. So I'm satisfied with the final, or not final, but I'm satisfied with the progress. The trumpet snails are still uprooting the plants, and so I have to kind of stick them all back down. And I have a little bit of a DIY to change the way the pothos, which is just resting on top of the aquarium, and the light might not let you see it very well, but it's just resting on top of the mopani wood so that the roots will go into the aquarium. I have a way, I think, to give them a more permanent fixture. We'll see what happens. Sorry about see, there they are. They're very loosely attached, so they kind of move around, and that means they make the mopani kind of tilt back and forth. So, you know, I'm satisfied with it. And probably it's going to sit on my desk, and when we do shows in the future, you'll get sort of a live stream of the tank. I'm still not decided whether I want to add Halieus shrimp. I mean, certainly our water is hard enough for it, but do I want more shrimp in here? I don't know. Their biological footprint isn't that big compared to snails, who, you know, make a huge mess. Even these nice golden mystery snails make snail mess. And so we'll see. We'll see. So there it is. There's our finished 3-gallon drink dispenser aquarium. And yes, because I lowered the substrate, I can use the tap for water changes, which is, I don't know, might be kind of fun, or I might not even do it because the water change in this aquarium is not that big of a deal. The only other issue is that now that the season is changing, I keep my house a little chillier than maybe most people would, so I have to decide if I'm going to get a heat mat or not. I don't want to put an internal heating unit in this aquarium. If I'm gonna heat it, it's gonna be from the outside. So most likely under the bottom of the drink dispenser, and I might get rid of this tray, which is there mostly to, when I stick my arm in there, to catch overflow, but it doesn't catch a lot. So it might not be useful anymore, even though I like it. So that's it. If it's a little anticlimactic for those of you who are very interested in Caridina and Neocaridina species, I'm sorry, but not right now. We've not been very rushed or in any kind of hurry to get livestock into this tank, because we wanted it to be stable, and the reason for that is our very hard water. It's even harder than it was when I previously owned and maintained aquarium livestock. Our next show is on Thursday. I'd like to remind you again that we're looking for an outro song, and today's outro song is still 7th Floor Tango. I did not run the series. I'll save that for Thursday, and you'll have a choice of which outro songs we've featured in the last month and a half or so. But if you don't speak up, you won't get a choice. So that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us. Our next show is on Thursday. God bless you. See you soon. Manzanita, not Mopani. I frustrate myself sometimes.